How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. Guys, I'm pretty blown away by this game, as you know. I love this game and I kind of love the devs. I feel like people know I complain a lot sometimes in videos or I rant, but that is because they listen, and they really do listen. If you want any proof of that, Ivy Lee puts out a video every single week. I even did something like it once, going through the dev Q&A, and they do that at least once a week. Last week they did it twice, responding directly to player concerns. I'm not trying to be a dev show right now. However, this is a nice transition into two announcements we just got in the notices. We got an update preview and a Your Voice Matters, so that's kind of why I want to start on that theme. But man, they keep swinging and they keep hitting home runs, in my opinion. I mean, since that Zealotooth skin fiasco, and a fiasco I do think it was, a million steps in the right direction. So let's start with this one, because this is a bit more ethereal, or a bit more no timetable, but it's coming soon. And then we'll get it straight up into the next update, which is already coming in exactly 1 week. Fantastic. Or maybe, yeah, exactly 1 week from today, next Monday. Really cool, November the 7th. So Your Voice Matters. And it really does. If you want to pull behind the scenes, we have like creator billboards where they ask us to make certain videos or do this, this, and this. And today they put one out saying they want creative directors. So I guess it's like a more involved content creator. So of course I applied to that. I want my voice to be heard. It seems like my voice matters. It seems like all of our voices matter. So yeah, they're listening for sure. And it seems there's some stuff about skins in here too that you're gonna see. Brand new hero faction. Let's get to the good stuff. You love to see it. New heroes, that's fun. This is a hero collector. At its core, that's what all of these are, right? Very, very cool. I love this big boy right here. I adore this guy. I feel like he's gotta be a mage with that big staff. Maybe he's like a big crazy healer or support too. I really like it. This guy's about the most basic looking hero I've ever seen, but still really cool. I mean, apparently this faction just has giant floating backdrops behind them. Some interesting kind of architectural thing going on there. But I love the big boy. I really love him. Now they're going to share some more hero designs. I believe I know who this is. I believe this is Magmus. He is on the Forerunner server. He's on the test server as well. Really strong hero, really, really cool. I don't know who she is, but I want her on my team. Amazing. And I like this one too. I like these two pair together in a very interesting way. We've got a little bit of light versus dark action. Maybe these are from the new faction. I don't know. I could see this girl pairing with these two gentlemen over here. All right, we got a couple more. Big axe. Made from like an enormous tusk, it looks like. I'm digging that. I like the barbarian vibes. Like very, very interesting. This one, very cool. Slightly generic. Maybe these two have a partner bond. That's something we're going to talk about in a second. They're going to work on adding more of those. Okay, some skins. We kind of know about this. I know there's a really, really good video from Mawbucket if you guys want to check it out, breaking down these skins. He even got into like how rendering works with like A poses and T poses. I didn't even know that was a thing. So go check out Mawbucket. But if you're watching me, you've probably already checked out Mawbucket, so no sweat. Wrath is getting wings. Mari is getting less clothes. Abomination is getting I don't know, some kind of Easter color scheme. I'm not in love with any of these skins, to be honest, but hey, they're gonna all be free apparently, so that's very, very cool. Salute, Commanders. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support in war. With the utmost dedication to enhancing your gaming experience, we have been attentive to your feedback and suggestions, following comprehensive internal discussions, blah, 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 blah. I will say, while we're talking about only good, let me throw in a little bad. I've been in some decent, consistent communication with the devs and my contact there, that they are internally discussing what I put forward about the epic drop rates. And it's very much a, hey, we're still discussing it, I'll let you know soon. And that's what I've gotten ever since the video came out. They reached out to me a few times, but every time being like, oh, we're gonna talk about it a bit more, and no clarity there. So there's my little update. However, what is actually coming? Background auto fight feature. We have taken note of your valuable feedback, so on, so on. Background auto fight feature requested by many players. So the way I imagine this is going to work is like you set up, let's say, Guild Boss Run. You can hop out there and then do some re-gearing, as long as it's not on those heroes, I suppose. Or you can hop out and do an arena battle, stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know if you can be using the same heroes at the same time, but that's pretty cool. Get a little bit of a passive kind of AFK element to it. But this is what's getting me exciting, guys. Our primary focus in the upcoming updates revolves around enhancing convenience in item storing, selling, and gear swapping. Because boy, it's once you're in the grind, I'm in the grind right now, half my time is gear cleansing, and it's not that fun. And the gear's not good, so it's just half the time is just selling off gear. It gets very, very tedious. Power to all those people that do tens of thousands of runs every week, because I don't even know how they do it. I guess at that point, they're only looking for the absolute perfect pieces so they can do lots of quick sells. But man, combing through that with a fine-tooth comb is rushing through it as brutal. So their aim is to blah, 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 maximum potential. This is what hangs me up a bit, guys. With this in mind, we are actively considering the optimization of attribute recast. So I'm gonna throw out a name of a game maybe a lot of you guys have never heard of, maybe a couple of you had, let me know in the comments. Calibria Crystal Guardians is a game I played. It was actually one of the last games I ever spent money on. Kind of was like just a total ripoff of Summoner's War and Raid, but it was new and it was fun for about 3 or 4 months. I really liked it. They had this where you could re-roll specific skills, specific stats on specific gear, and nothing ever in a single game I've ever played has created a wider chasm between normal players and whales, between spenders and non-spenders, low spenders and krakens. It's crazy. So if they do this, I hope it is very rare. I hope it is not super purchasable or super grindable if you buy tons and tons of stamina, because it will cause a rift and it will be a problem in the game. In terms of guilds, we are diligently working on additional features to facilitate guild leaders in managing and developing guilds. Cool. Among these features, we will introduce member notes, as well as refine the BP requirements for guild membership. That's something they did in Raid recently, and apparently it's led to a lot of issues. So I don't know. Shouldn't it just be at your discretion? We kind of have that already, that like you must be above XBP. I don't know. I don't love it. These enhancements will empower guild leaders to further strengthen their guilds. All right, cool. Future features, modes, and sneak peek. You're aware of your curiosity. The Immortal Codex is set to launch in December. This is probably the thing when I skimmed through this before hopping on to film that I'm most excited about. It looks just like straight up new content. Prepare to embark on an exhilarating journey through stages where you will confront formidable bosses. By dealing substantial damage to these mighty adversaries, you will earn abundant rewards. So it's gonna be like, sounds like new bosses, new stages, new rewards, higher damage output, the more prominent your ranking and the higher your grade rewards. It's feeling like a Doom Tower, Void Tower kind of thing. I'm super into it. A bit different than the Void Rift, I think, where you just kind of progress through these 3 phases and it's a weekly thing. Maybe this will be a monthly thing. It sounds very intense. It sounds very endgame. It sounds like definitely something aspirational. It sounds like a total ton of fun. That sounds amazing to me. Very interesting to see if each boss will be defeated by Silas, or if it'll be something more interesting than that. Furthermore, we've been diligently planning the introduction of new factions and heroes based on your feedback. I'm just gonna hop in right there and then we'll see what they say. New faction, awesome. New heroes, awesome. If they're only legendaries, if it's gonna look like this, and I know Chaotic faction is the pay-to-win faction, but if the new faction is gonna look like this with 2 epics, both of whom are, one of whom is only available through epic summons, ancient summons, excuse me, and the other one who is maybe the rarest to pull non-ancient summon exclusive Chaotic in the game. Aatrox is so hard to get from a normal rare summons or a legendary summons. I'm sure people are gonna get in the comments and say you have him. Congrats, but he's super rare. Would be really nice if it wasn't just legendaries. Until yesterday, I didn't have a single Chaotic unit. I just got Cerberus. It was a very lucky pull. Not everyone's gonna get lucky. I hope the new faction is not just a pay-to-win faction. I doubt it would be, because then Chaotic kind of loses its luster. But yeah, and I hope there's a diversity of heroes. I hope as they add new heroes, they are not just straight up Lego, and then we have more legendaries than we do epics. That's not a proper balance, and it's really rushing to power creep far faster than we need to get there. However, I'm all for it, dude. New heroes, absolutely. Expect a wider range of factions and diverse hero designs in the future, and now we are excited to announce the upcoming launch of a brand new faction. They are a group of individuals that have forsaken their humanity in pursuits of powers beyond human capabilities. They also become vessels for divine beings, serving as the opposing force to the Chaos Dominion. Sounds like light and dark heroes. I hate that. I hate that in games. This sounds like it's only going to be pay-to-win content. They're probably only going to be the ancient summoning pool. This is my guess. The same way you only have like your void summons in Raid, but at least, I don't know, those are just dark or just void, whatever. But you know, in Summoner's War, you have light and dark heroes, LDs. Have you ever heard of like, oh, triple S tier LD? That's like the most gotcha thing you could say. That's what this sounds like. It sounds like it's going to be super pay-to-win, super exclusive. When it comes to the design of these new heroes, we will unveil a variety of types and appearances, including demigods, demons, and orcs. Okay, so many fantasy races within this new faction. As a sneak peek for commanders, the image below shows the new heroes and factions we are currently planning. These are the 2 guys we saw before. Here are the new skins. All of these are going to be free to play, totally accessible in different ways. Pretty exciting. Like I said, I'm not in love with any of them. In addition to these exciting developments, actively working on new campaign chapters and guild bosses. So that's not new guild boss stages as I'm reading it. I think there's gonna be a new guild boss. That is super fun. I love guild boss. I love that kind of content. We remain committed, and with regards to other updates, we remain committed to opening more channels, both within the game and beyond, to hear voices. Like I said, they are doing the creative director thing, which is really cool. And then a heartfelt appreciation to all the commanders for the multiple of valuable suggestions. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Like the suggestions I see that people are putting out on Discord when Ivy's reading through those Q&As, just tremendous. Okay, so let's go to the actual update preview. And like I said, it might have sounded like I was really suckling at the teat of the devs at the beginning. No one asked me to say this, but I do want to balance out the negativity because it's super cool. Like I've been really impressed by all the patches so far. I've been impressed by the speed at which I've maybe been a little overwhelmed by the speed at which they're adding content, but I've been very impressed by the speed at which they're adjusting quality of life things and just making the game smoother. Like, and once pre-saved gear comes, which it really sounds like it's gonna, let's get into the update preview. I don't know if it's coming on this one. I haven't read the actual patch notes. I wanted to wait for that. But as you can see here, when they discussed gear, they said they're gonna talk about moving thing, gear swapping, right? Primary focus revolves around blah, 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 and gear swapping. So that would be my number one. And I know a lot of you guys have gotten in the comments and let me know you feel the same way. So guys, at UTC -8, so officially now that we're gonna have daylight savings, we just had in Europe, we're gonna have in America next week, so this will officially be Pacific time, so this will be like California time, if you need to somehow gauge it. On the 7th of November, we're getting a new patch. Guild War 2.0 already. So Guild War just launched today. Stay tuned. I will be doing a live recording of a playthrough of that. So that'll be the other video that comes out today. But they're already doing 2.0. MobBucket shared those patch notes. It sounds really, really cool. So I guess we'll hear some more about it here as well. I talked with Ray Panassis. He's really excited about the changes. Should be really, really cool. Sounds like an improvement. So coming, new feature, Heroes Visit. Your camp will receive random visitors. What exciting quests and rewards will they bring? Stay tuned and find out. So I actually was on Ray's Forerunner account yesterday, and we did get a visit from Kneza. Looks like here they're featuring Kriya, so maybe it has something to do with banners, but it was like giving quests. So you can see there's a little countdown over there. Sounds like more opportunities for free rewards, so fantastic. Now they've just tightened up some direct, so it's not like a proper patch notes, it's more like a patch breakdown here. This is overall just like a what's to come in the future of war thing. So it's like a preview, but they framed it in this little Q&A style thing. I'd really like to see more connections between different heroes. Please make the stories have a bigger impact on heroes and the gameplay. We're already making more heroes who have connections with others, including more bond skills and expanding our lore. Well, I sure hope they expand their lore. For every long, beautiful story there is, I was just talking about this with Seamus today, there's also heroes who are super important to the game and have stories that read like this: a single sentence. He is an epic lord with one sentence. He is getting the white common hero treatment. So yeah, expand that lore. Lore is a great way that a game like this can set itself apart, because a lot of games, not to mention one by name, but let's just say Raid Shadow Legends, really neglect the lore. So it'd be really cool if they lean into that. It's possible to accidentally I didn't read this. It's possible to accidentally consume higher level heroes when fusing heroes. So for me, it wasn't fusing, it was awakening, but boy, does that hit close to home. To prevent this from happening, we've already added limiting conditions for hero fusion. For example, heroes equipped with the gear items cannot be selected. In addition, we've added a feature where heroes awakening level will be shown when choosing heroes for fusion. Okay. I'm assuming that will apply not just for fusions, so then the silly gooses like me, those silly geese, that won't happen again. Here we go, we're talking about conversion shop. Finally, I'd like to suggest for a feature that we can better utilize the rare skill dust. Right now I have too much of it and I can't use it. We'll be adjusting the way that you can obtain skill dust. We're also working on adding more ways to utilize rare skill dust. To me, it sounds like a conversion shop, so we shall see. Can we use gold or other items in game to enable a button for reroll when upgrading gear? I'd never thought of it that way. Let's see. We'll be launching gear recasting stones in our upcoming patches. We'll also include more items that we can use to recast gear soon. It really sounds pay to win. This is my big fear here. I don't like that. Why isn't there an interface dedicated to gear? It's so frustrating that I have to go through hero interface to get to the gear one. We're working on developing a feature that is much like a storage for gear. Stay tuned on our future patches. All right, kind of an anticlimactic way to wrap it up, but you can see a lot of cool stuff are coming. I'm still about to, in like 20 minutes, I'll finally try out Guild War 1.0, and then I guess immediately we're gonna get Guild War 2.0 in just 1 week. So this beta is a proper 1 week beta. This will be the only time probably we'll see this incarnation of Guild War. So I guess enjoy it. Looks like we're getting slapped around right now by this Russian word, this Cyrillic. title that I'm not going to say. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Are you excited? Does it seem like I'm excited? Should I address the purple that's probably dripping down my head? If you caught me on stream yesterday, I did a 12-hour stream. We did a 4-hour summoning stream, really amazing summons. Look forward to that content on that coming later in the week. Then I took a little break, and then I did a 12-hour marathon celebration of my 5,000 subscribers stream. So you might have seen my purple hair then, but in my opinion, it wasn't purple enough. So my girlfriend and I just took all the remainder of that purple hair dye right before I filmed this video, because I have a busy schedule today, and just plopped it in my hair. So you can see, hopefully it's getting more purple. I'm gonna go wash it out now. Hopefully it is up to all of your purple standards. If you like the video, like it. If you want to comment, if you have anything you want to discuss with me, you know I answer all the comments. I actually do want to address that. I'm behind on the comments from the weekend I was in London, so that was 2 weekends ago. Today's the day I'm going to catch up on all of those comments, so thank you guys for your patience. Share it with your mother. She's probably interested in what's coming in game, right? She wants to make sure that the game you enjoy is continuing to add fresh things. I don't know. Subscribe. I've been Fastidious. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.